Okay, so Rulebreakers Team 2 has just dropped, and it does feature some pretty nice items. I really want to try out Foden, but he's currently extinct and an absolute nightmare to snipe, so hopefully at some point in the future. But for this video today, we're going to try out the 86 rated Kulusevski, who does actually look decent, especially with the right chem style applied, and he obviously does have some very nice links in Ultimate Team 2, so this is obviously a very good link for people who run with Dybala, and he's also a very nice link for anyone who can get their hands on Di Natale, which is the thing that I'm most excited about. If you need some coins to improve your team, look no further than IG Vault for the cheapest coins on the market, and don't forget to use the code Kieron to get yourself a discount at the checkout. There's a chance to win some free coins just by clicking the link in the description too. So let's have a look at this card, shall we? 4-star on him, very nice, left-footed, coming off the right edge. One trait to discuss, and that is of course Flair. Now in terms of in-game stats, in comparison to his non-inform item, he has been given some pretty interesting boosts, to be honest. They've downgraded his his defending, and just boosted the rest of his card, which is brilliant, to be fair. It's really, really nice to see. So he's been given +9 pace, +7 shooting, +5 passing, and +5 dribbling, and also +5 physical. And all he's lost is defensive abilities. So for an attacking player, that's brilliant. That's a very nice upgrade. So what is it that stands out about this card? Obviously the pace is very good. He does have some very nice stats in the dribbling department, especially that ball control. And also his physicals look very, very nice, especially for a wide man. I think it's fair to say, though, that in regard to his shooting and passing stats, they're not the best, and that's why we're going to put a chem style on him to hopefully help him. Now, you could go with Deadeye if you wanted to, but I think for Ultimate Team, you're probably best off going with Finisher, and make that dribbling pretty insane, and give him some very, very nice shooting attributes, because his passing isn't terrible. The boost on the passing would obviously be quite nice, but ultimately Deadeye doesn't really improve the long passing or the crossing, which is probably more of what you would want from that. But anyway, for the purposes of this review, we are going to go with Finisher. As we get into game number 1, it probably is me worth saying, if you want to see anyone else from Team 2 reviewed, let me know in the comments. By the way, this guy has a disgustingly good team, so could be a tough one. Barella gets Kulusevski on the ball. Here is his first touch in the club. He's going to link up with... Oh, I was hoping to get the return and hopefully whipping a finesse there, but just wasn't to be. Opportunity. Oh, he takes on his man nicely, hits the finesse, and it's a good save from the keeper. Goretzka puts the ball in behind. Here's an opportunity. Options in the box aren't the best. We cut back. Here's a chance. Oh, it's not the best shot. Bit of a panic shot from myself there. Ljungberg goes for the long ball, which Kulusevski will actually get on the end of. Does really well. Comes inside, gets the shot away. Oh, the rebound does not end up in the back of the net. Not being the most entertaining first 45, but we're going to make some changes for the second half, and hopefully, you know, they're going to really help us in this second 45. I'm actually going to put him centrally just because of how my opponent is defending, so hopefully we can get this guy on the ball a bit more. Spots the runner, Kulusevski, who's found himself in a lot of space there. Kulusevski goes to Di Natale. Oh, I should be scoring that. That's poor finishing from me. There's a good bit of play. Here's a chance if we can find the man. Gets his head to it. Oh, just not a clean enough connection. Would have been a really nice way to wrap up this game. I was going to say nice tackle there. But you know what? Tactical foul. We will take that, especially at that time of the game. How stupid would I have looked if I got him sent off in the final minute? And there's full time. Nice 2-1 victory in that game. No direct goal involvement from Kulusevski, but he didn't play bad at all. Like, the gameplay in that game was horrific, and he got involved in plenty of attacks, which was really, really pleasing, and also created the chance that led to the corner that got us the match-winning goal. I have a bounty in my mouth, but yeah, standard Premier League team, not too great, so hopefully we get the win here. Also, I don't want to hear any bounty slander in the comments. It's a high-tier chocolate bar. Nice. Oh, it's done really well to get that through ball through for Di Natale. Who almost did enough to get past Gomez. I hate the fact you can't really break away from people using pace this year, like at all. Nice, Di Natale releases Kulusevski, who does not have many options in the box. Gonna try coming inside. He does well, gets the shot away. Good save from the keeper. Are we gonna get the rebound? Oh, wow. That is so unfortunate. Like, how have we not scored there? Another game and another pretty poor first 45. We're literally going to make the same changes we made in the first game. Kulusevski is going to come into cam, and Mane is going to come onto the wing. Oh, Dina Towers done so well to get that ball away, but Varane just nabs it. We get ourselves a free kick. Oh, what? What happened there? Well, he got a red card. Now that does make things interesting. Straight after the red, we equalised and he rage quit. So that seems pretty toxic, but we move on. Okay, Rulebreakers Zakaria in the next game. That's the first time I've seen him. He's got a stacked card, but I just really haven't seen much of him so far this year. Oh, I tried to take on Zakaria there, and as you can see, he got absolutely bullied. Jeez, he's wiping out my winger. Nice. Oh, I was hoping to get back onto his feet. That's like 3 times in 10 minutes that he's been on the floor. Here's a chance. Di Natale gets him in behind, but Skriniar's there in time. Nice. Here we go. Bit of space for him to run into. Skriniar is coming across. Kulusevski's going to beat him. Whips the ball in right-footed, and I went way too early there. That's my fault. Actually did really well to get past Skriniar there. Nice from Di Natale. Puts Kulusevski into space. Who's going to have to beat Skriniar? Can he get round him? He's actually done really well there to come away with possession. Pulls the ball back, and that's not great from myself. But that pass also was not quite where I aimed it. Well, another pretty dull first 45. You know what's coming at the break. We're going to make the same changes. This game is very laggy. Nice ball. Great ball into the path of Di Natale. Can we create a chance from it? Nice bit of play. Great teamwork and a great team goal in the end. Bang, bang on the counter. Nice assist for Kulu. Chance, or would have been a nice way to finish this game off. And there's full time. We get ourselves a 1-0 win. Sorry, very tight game. Okay, so game's done. What did I make of this 86 rated Rulebreakers Kulusevski? I think it's an alright card, but I've got to say I don't think it's an outstanding one. The shooting and passing just aren't up to par compared to other wingers in the game. They're not terrible by any means, but in comparison to other high-level wingers, they're just not like competitive to them. And his best stat, the dribbling, doesn't feel as fluid because he's quite a big player in game. So I've got to say, just off that, I don't think he's terrific. Now, I do not think it's a bad card by any means, but I do have to say, I just really didn't get on with this item. Like, the fact that I was constantly moving him to cam was because I just didn't feel like he was getting involved enough, and that's why ultimately I made that decision. So that was a bit frustrating. Nonetheless, there are positives to this card. 4-star weak foot is very, very nice. Pace for the most part is good, and I like his physical abilities as well, because with that, he can obviously compete not just with his pace, but also with his strength when in one-on-ones, which is good. He's actually quite good for hold-up play and stuff like that. So if that's something that, you know, sounds good to you, then maybe it's a card you should consider. But honestly, I think there are better wing options available in the game, just in general. In regards to Serie A wingers, however, like, there isn't like a mass amount of competition, but if this sounds brutal, if you want a Serie A winger and you're looking on the market, I would go for 84 rated Inform Anderson. I just think it's the better card for the game. He feels much better on the ball, and I just feel like he'll just offer you a little bit more overall. But still, if you pick up this card, please do let me know how you got on with it. Just for me personally, I just didn't like it all that much. As I keep saying, not a terrible card by any means, but definitely not worth his current price tag, or at least the price tag that I paid. He's currently coming in at around 100k, so he probably is better value at that price, but I can only see his price getting even lower. So maybe he'll become a good value card, but even still, I don't think it's a fantastic item that you need in your ultimate teams as things stand. So yeah, anyway, in regards to like his shot power and finishing, it's alright. As I say, nothing too spectacular. The same can be said for all the passing stats, to be honest. They're good enough, but they're not brilliant in any particular area. When it comes to dribbling, although he does have very good ball control and pretty good agility, you don't fully feel that agility because of the size of the player, but it is nice that he does have good ball control. Like I've touched on, is good for hold-up play. I do wish his positioning was a bit better, and once again, that comes back to one of the reasons why I kept putting him at cam, just because when he was out wide, I felt I had to work really hard to get him involved in play. All in all, usable card, but is it one that I recommend you guys pick up? Not really, to be honest. It's just not as effective as some other wingers that are already available. If you've enjoyed the video, please do leave a like rating on it. Any questions, do pop them down below. I'll be sure to answer them. And yeah, let me know which other Rulebreakers cards I should review. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.